Hello student, good morning everyone. It's my fourth video for class 9th chapter language of chemistry. In this video, I am going to explain you about the important topic that how to calculate the relative atomic mass. First I explain what is atomic mass and how do you calculate it. How do you calculate the relative molecular mass? What is molecular mass? And approx up to 10 marks question will ask from this topic in your exam. So you watch this video very carefully and try to calculate the molecular mass and atomic mass of compound. First of all, I am going to explain you that atom is being extremely small. We know that, you knew this point obviously. It cannot be seen or weighed directly. So, but indirect method of physics have enable us to know the absolute mass of nearly all kind of atom. Actually, the mass of a hydrogen atom is found to be 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. While that of the carbon is 1.99 10 to the minus 23 gram, as these masses are too small. It is not convenient to use kilogram or gram. It has therefore been considered appropriate to use the mass of some standard atom as a unit and then relate mass of the other atom to it. So, thus resulting masses of atom are thus known as relative atomic mass. Now, in the beginning, the mass of hydrogen atom was chosen as a unit and mass of other atom were compared with it. In 1961, carbon 12 was finally selected because it is adoption least defected. The value of the atomic mass of the various element on the old standard. Actually, overall, initially, the hydrogen atom was selected and mass of the other atom were compared with it, but due to defect in some element, it was discarded, and in 1961, carbon 12 was isotope of 12. Actually, carbon 12 was finally selected because its adaptation least affected the value of the atomic mass of the various element on the old standard. So carbon 12 was selected. Now atomic mass is expressed in what is relative atomic mass according to definition. The relative atomic mass, the atomic weight of an element, is the number of times one atom of the element is heavier than 1/12 the mass of one atom of carbon. I am going to explain this point very clearly. You see this point here. Actually, mass of proton, that is 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. It is equal to 1 mu. Mass of proton and mass of neutron is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. Actually, mass of proton and mass of neutron is tending to equal. But mass of electron equal to 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 7 gram. Minus 27 gram. Minus 27 gram. Actually, mass of electron is 1 by 1837 times the mass of proton. That is very negligible. Mass of electron is very small, so it is negligible. So we find the mass, any atom mass with respect to the mass of proton. For example, we have taken the example of carbon because with respect to the mass of carbon, we find the mass of any other element. That is appropriate according to old standard. For example, in a carbon atom, you know that there is a 6 proton and 6 neutron inside the nucleus and 6 electron in the orbit. But mass of one atom of carbon is equal to 6 mass of proton plus 6 mass of neutron. Mass matlab that is the summation of proton number plus neutron number. That is 6 proton plus 6 neutron. And we know that mass of proton and mass of neutron is equal. So 6 plus 6 is equal to 12 and mass of proton is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. That is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 24 4 gram. Minus 24 gram, 1.12 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. So, relative atomic mass means, according to definition, relative atomic mass means, what is 1 AMU? That is 1 AMU is equal to 1 by 12th of mass of one atom of carbon. Now 1 by 12th into 12, one atom of carbon, we already find the mass of one atom of carbon, that is 12 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. Actually clear that mass of one atom of carbon is, we find here 12 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. And 1 AMU, what is the meaning of 1 AMU? This question may ask in your exam. What is 1 AMU? That means 1 AMU means it is the 1/12th of the mass of one atom of carbon. 1/12th mass of one atom of carbon, that means 12 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. We find it here. Now 12 cancel. That is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. It is the value of 1 AMU. So we write here that is equal to the mass of proton. Now we explain this point clearly. Again I repeat it. What is 1 AMU? 1 AMU means 1 by 12 the mass of one atom of carbon. 1 by 12 one atom of carbon means mass of one atom of carbon is equal to 12 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. So 12 cancel. Now it is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. It is the value of 1 AMU. If this question may ask in your exam, then you explain in this way, then you are able to gain perfect number. Now I am going to tell about what is relative molecular mass. Molecular का मतलब it is the combination of atom, that is the molecule. Now the relative molecular mass of an element or a compound is the number that represent how many times one molecule of the substance is heavier than 1/12 the mass of an atom of C12, carbon isotope 12. That is, the relative molecular mass is obtained by adding together the relative atomic weight of all the various atoms present in a molecule. For example, relative molecular mass of sulfuric acid. First, the molecular formula of sulfuric acid is H2SO4. Is calculated in this way, that is given below. First, H2SO4, we know that in H2SO4 the atomicity of hydrogen is 2, atomicity of sulfur is 1. What is atomicity? The number of atoms present in a molecule, that is the atomicity. Here hydrogen is 2, sulfur is 1 and oxygen is 4. Now how do we find the molecular mass of sulfuric acid? In this way, atomic mass of hydrogen is 1 and the atom of hydrogen present in sulfuric acid is 2, that is 1 into 2 plus, if the atom is changed, then you take plus sign. Now atom of sulfur present in sulfuric acid is 1 and atomic mass of sulfur is 32. So 32 is multiplied by 1. Again, atomic mass of oxygen is 16 and 4 number of oxygen present in this molecule, that is sulfuric acid. So it multiplied by 4. Now 1 into 2, that is 2. 32 plus 64 equals to 98 AMU, that is atomic mass unit. Actually we write here AMU because it is related to the isotope of carbon and we explained this point already before. Now in this way we find the molecular weight of different substance. Thus the molecular mass of substance is the sum of the atomic mass of the constituent atom present in one molecule of that substance. What do you mean by constituent atom? That is each atom present in the molecule. For example, in sulfuric acid, hydrogen, sulfur and oxygen, 3 type of atom present, and we write their atomic mass separately and we calculate the summation of each element we got 98 AMU. In this way we find the molecular mass of different molecule. For example, I have taken next example. Let us take the different new example. How do you find the molecular mass of copper sulfate? Hydrated copper sulfate. It is read at hydrated copper sulfate, yeah, copper sulfate dot 5H2O. After seeing this dot, student confused. Now how do you calculate the molecular mass of this compound? You see very seriously and you learn it. After watching this video, first of all, you find the molecular mass of copper sulfate. Copper, 1 atom present in, and atomic mass of copper is 63.5 plus sulfur, that is 32, plus oxygen, 4 atom present, so 16 into 4, plus this compound taken as a whole. Actually, now 5H2O, 5 means 5 here, right here, 5 right before, and H2O, that means 1 into 2 plus 1 oxygen, that is 16. Now 63.5 plus 32 plus 64 plus 5, 1 into 2, that is 2, plus 16. 16 plus 2, that is 18. Now it is multiplied by 18. In this way we find, it is very simple. Dot 5H2O means, plus, you write dot, in place of dot you write plus 5 right here, and you find the molecular mass of water in parenthesis form, bracket, and now you calculate very easily. 63.5, 32, 64 plus 18 into 5, that is 90. Now you add it. After adding, you calculate the value of this is equal to 249.5. Now we got the molecular weight of relative molecular masses of this compound very easily. In this way you find the relative RMM of, in short way it is known as RMM, that is relative molecular mass. We calculate the molecular mass of different atom very easily. Now I am teaching about percentage composition. What is the meaning of percentage composition? First, percentage composition. Percentage composition of a compound is the percentage by weight of each element present in it. That is, total weight of the element in one molecule divided by gram molecular weight of the compound into 100. For example, calculate the percentage of hydrogen in water. So relative molecular mass of water is, for in this compound relative molecular mass, I am giving you idea how do you calculate the relative atomic mass of water. Actually, in this molecule, 2 atom of hydrogen, atomic mass of 1 atom of hydrogen is 1 into 2 plus 6, that is 18. Now 18 gram of water contain 2 gram of hydrogen. According to formula, hydrogen 2 by 18, that is 2 by 18 into 100, that is 11.11 gram. In this way, find the mole percentage composition of hydrogen. Now giving you next example, calculate the percentage composition of urea in nitrogen. Urea, first you know the formula of urea, that is NH2 CuNH2. It is also written as CuNH2 ka whole twice. Relative molecular mass of urea is CuNH2 whole twice of CuNH2. Now in this compound nitrogen, number of atom 2, atomic mass 14, total 28. Next carbon, number of atom 1, atomic mass 12, total 12. Hydrogen 4, atomic mass 1, that is 4. Now RMM is equal to 60. Percentage of nitrogen is equal to, according to formula, weight of nitrogen. Actually in these questions you find the percentage of nitrogen, so you write the weight of nitrogen above. Now total weight of urea into 100, that is weight of nitrogen is, we see here, that is 28. 28 divided by 60 into 100, we get 46.66, that is 46.67%. In this way we find the formula of percentage composition of urea, and we calculate the different compound in this way. For simple, now it is an important point. I am telling about the empirical formula of a compound. What is the empirical formula? The empirical formula of a compound is the simplest formula. which gives the simplest ratio in whole number or atom of different element present in one molecule of the compound. For example, we see here formula of C2H6, that is C2H6. Other way, glucose, formula of glucose is 6,6H12O6. In this way, what is the common factor of this element? It is divided by, if we common 6 by each element, to 1 is to, that is 6, 12, initially 6, 12, 6. Actually number of carbon is 6, number of hydrogen is 12, number of oxygen is 6% in this compound. Now 6 common is 6 1 is 6, 6 2 is 12, and 6 1 is 6. It is the simplest ratio because there is no highest common factor HCF of 1 to 1. So it is the simplest ratio. Now simplest ratio means highest common factor. It is known as the simplest formula. According to formula, the empirical formula mass is the sum of the atomic mass of empirical formula of a compound is the simplest formula which gives the simplest ratio in whole number. That is that I given here with example. In C2H6, what is simplest ratio? It is the molecular formula. What is simple empirical formula? That is 2 1 is 2, 2 3 is 6. That means CH3. That is CH3 is the empirical formula of C2H6. In this way, we find the empirical formula of different molecular formula. Maybe this question asked in your exam: what is the empirical formula of glucose? What is the empirical formula of other atom? H2O2 peroxide. What is the empirical formula of peroxide H2H2? In this way, 2 2, it is common 1 1, that is SO. It is the empirical formula of H2O2. In this way, we find the empirical formula of several molecules. Empirical formula mass. Empirical mass means, that is when you find the empirical formula, its atomic mass 1 plus 16, that is 17. In this way, we find the empirical mass. Now your chapter is completed. Now you are capable to solve the in-text question. That book provided by our school. You must first you read it thoroughly, and after watching this video your concept will be clear, and you read it 1 and more and 2 times, then your concept must be clear, crystal clear, and you are capable to solve the in-text questions. So you take practice and take hard labor. Thank you.